Well, today begins Eating Disorder Awareness Week, such an important topic. One organization in our area is launching a new initiative to help people in their treatment and the recovery. And joining me now to talk about it is Jess Taylor from the Renfrew Center. Jess, thank you so much for talking with us this morning about this. Tell us about the Renfrew Center and the work that you all do to help so many people that don't like to admit that this is a problem in their lives.
Oh, the Renfrew Center, I could speak so much about us and the mission that we do, but we're the first in eating disorders coming into the 1980s, really being the first folks to really recognize the silent epidemic that was affecting women's health at the time. And here we are 38 years later, really just trying to be present with the community and with what's going on in recovery with the new obstacles.
Sure.
Eating Disorder Awareness Week has really become a focal point of what we want to do.
And you've branded it to be called In My Empowerment Era. Talk about how you're implementing that message into the people that walk into your center.
Empowerment is something about recovery. If you're even thinking about being in recovery, or you're taking the first steps of recovery, or you're committed to recovery, either way, it's an empowering stage to be in. And we want to celebrate that. It's something worth being proud of and worth talking about right now, even.
Just for people who haven't heard of the Renfrew Center, talk about what you all do inside of the center and what you hope that first-timers take away from this interview.
The Renfrew Center has several levels of care. We treat all sorts of eating disorders that come alongside other mental health symptoms, anxiety, depression, trauma, OCD. And we really want folks to hear this and know that they're not alone, that there is treatment available, that recovery is possible. And that they can find community in that. We really centered our treatment around emotion awareness and around community.
The community aspect is incredibly important. Are there other services that you offer inside of the Renfrew Center, maybe connecting them with proper physicians that maybe they haven't considered before, something like that?
Yeah, the interdisciplinary care that happens in most eating disorder treatment, but especially at Renfrew, has a psychiatric piece, a nursing piece to watch medical complications. We use a dietitian who is actively following a meal plan and a therapist to really unravel the emotions that come up as you start to kind of move towards recovery.
And leave us, Jess, with some really good language to use with our children, maybe ourselves in our child mind, right? How do you talk to yourself? And how do you talk to your child about changes in your body and wanting to make healthy changes and not follow the societal triggers that you hear so much?
Yeah, if there's anything that we can do, is just to take away any kind of judgment or criticism about the body. It's one of the focal points of relapse, or the focal points of starting somebody who might be prone to an eating disorder. But comments about shape, size, weight, being inadequate, inefficient, or detrimental is really something you want to avoid. You want to celebrate the body in all sorts of positions that it's in.
Absolutely. We're all so diverse in so many different stages of life, no doubt about it. Jess Taylor from the Renfrew Center, thank you so much for talking with us this morning. And we're going to have much more information on where Jess works right now on our website, the Renfrew Center for Eating Disorders and Awareness Week, Eating Disorder Awareness Week. Very important resources on NBC 10's app, or you can head to our website, nbc10.com/findit on 10.